Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing on second and long. Lock. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's the 2nd-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right here, right here.
This is Hines. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. These two teams all tied after 1. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 82 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hines. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Set, hut. 46 outlaw. 45.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett, that's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Zoom, zoom.
Play action now. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Locke gonna go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Bissell. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's got some space here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Complete to Hilton. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Let's go. 60 or. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Clock now to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
Ready.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They go play action here on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
It's a gain of 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On first down, right back to Lindsey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards line. 2nd and 6.
From the 22, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw it is Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Brissett. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Check. He's coming. We got
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's got this down to the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now! 50.
Clock now on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A little check down to Lindsey, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, let go. Hey. Let's go.
Here's Locke to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
There you go. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They'll try and run it in. Pushing through the contact. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Topper! Hey, box drop, box drop. Go.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 79 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of...
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's going to fire one deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A Lock going to throw it here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Brissett looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So that'll back them up 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Lock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Denver, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.